Hello, I'm the Arizlo Cartographer, and this is the 55th video of my Fallout 76 Surveyal series covering the Kanawha County Cemetery, including the church here in the background. Now, the reason we're covering this is because it was one of the pieces of content revealed when they were teasing the Wastelanders update and the Thanksgiving release. Well, and the Thanksgiving release of screenshots, I mean. So let's take a look around this place. It's going to be changing into a, well, it's kind of funny. It's already something of a cultist site, and it's going to be evolving into much more of a cultist site once the Wastelanders come back. Let's take a look around in here. So we got a security office. Now, I picked up some things before I remembered to film them. There was a typewriter right here, and there was a fan right there. Got a safe here that I picked open, and a couple clipboards. Okay, so most of this place is really nothing to see. There are just a huge number of graves here, which, after having played Graveyard Keeper, the state of this cemetery is just unacceptable. But anyway, we got one grave of interest, and that's this one right over here where it's been dug up. There's nothing really to see. There's no telling if someone was dug up or if they dug the grave intending to bury someone. I mean, it does look like an old tombstone, and in fact, let's see. July 8th, 1769. Now, I don't believe there were Europeans in this area at the time. Or if there were very few, and I doubt they were putting in stone tombstones. I guess you could say that some people were moved here, but really this is just Bethesda reusing assets from Fallout 4. And here's that fun little graphical glitch where you can partially see through the broken top of the tombstone there and see the ground behind it. But anyway, so let's get to the points of interest here. So back on the path. First of all, we got a couple of coffins here, but beyond that, we can come on over here. There were a lot of ticks here. They're all dead. Now, there are a few bloat flies as well. They are also dead. Just keep that in mind when you show up. A lot of bugs, at least when I showed up this time. Got a tomb here. Again, I picked up a couple of items here, but not really much. We got a tool case there. There was an aluminum can sitting on top of this footlocker and some duct tape in there. We got another few cans, a suitcase there, and a cooking station and a sleeping bag. Backing out of there. We can head on over here and check out the first real indication that this is a cultist site. This little creepy altar, not really an altar, I don't know, a fetish, I guess? I don't know. I don't really know what to call that exactly. Anyway, so, again, most of this place, nothing really to see. Again, just old tombstones, broken, nothing really to find there, but there is one more location before we get up to the church, and that is the maintenance shed, right back up over here. Passing through all these graves. Yeah, just broken grave there. I thought maybe I saw a tin can on the ground, but it was just the top of the grave behind the grave. Okay, so we got a wheelbarrow here with some bags of fertilizer and a shovel, a paint can, and then in here we got 5 bags of cement, another bag of fertilizer, and some more paint cans and other useful junk. So then we can head on up the hill to the church. And then, yeah, if you're looking for flora, there is a fire cap over here and some glowing mushrooms, and you can gather wood from that log. But let's head back over to that path and head on up to the church. Alright, so the way up to the church is actually outside of the cemetery itself. You can't get to the church through the cemetery unless you just cut through the wall, which obviously we could have, but I'd rather take the proper path up. So let's head on over here until we find the path up. And here it is. Okay, let's see what this says. Please stay on paths. You got it. This place really is quite stunning at night. I've gotten some pretty good screenshots of it in the past. Got the cars of some of the folks who were here when everything ended. Alright. Wind chimes here if you're looking for the aluminum. Alright, so you can immediately see what I was talking about when it comes to cultist stuff. We've got these 3 little statues here, and then the main statue behind the altar there. Candles along the floor, marking the pews. Now, you can see that each one of these skeletons here has a glass. There are 12 skeletons in all. They also have some old books. Whether or not those are Bibles or something else, we can't really tell because it says burnt. And there is a glass pitcher here with more drinking glasses. And There were a couple scorched in here I took care of when I first showed up. And what was in those cups? Wine and rat poison. This was a site of a mass suicide before the war. Or maybe slightly after. We don't really know exactly when this happened. But we can head back in here and take a look up. And here we go. Another altar, including a man that is impaled on a spike. So, sit around him. We got a desk here with a desk fan, more rat poison and some sugar. A little seating area with a stim pack. You can come around here and get a bird's eye view of the whole scene. And then head back up here and up the steeple. Got some buff out there. A little food cooler. Heading up the stairs. Okay, we got some preacher's vestments, a hunting rifle, some ammo, and an ammo box. And a nice view of the whole cemetery. And that really just about does it for this place, so let's take a quick look at that picture. Yeah, I think that what we're looking at here is like a sacrificial altar. Well, not really altar, but a sacrificial plank sort of a thing, where I think people would walk to the end of that and dive off. If you're wondering what those bones are, I think they come from a nearby archaeological site where they were digging up dinosaurs. Otherwise, I don't really know exactly what those would be. I mean, they're fairly large skeletons, obviously. But anyway, that's really all the information that we get out of this picture, as far as I can tell, at least. So I think that'll do it for the Kanawha County Cemetery. This has been the Original Cartographer. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more in the series, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications as to when these videos become available, hit the notification bell. If you liked it, hit the like button. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them for me and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.